Hello, the purpose of this video is to show you how you can set up your system if you're taking a Batky-Howell Intro to Java class. Our Java classes run on the Eclipse IDE, so one thing we'll need to do is go to eclipse.org to download the most recent Eclipse development environment. So at the website eclipse.org, I'm going to go to Downloads, and I'll choose, in the case of the Intro to Java, we can use the Eclipse IDE for Java developers. And I'm working on a Windows 64-bit system here, so I'll simply choose Windows 64-bit as my download choice. Eclipse will go ahead and give me a choice of where to download from, or it allows me to pick a mirror site. I'll just take this big green arrow and click on that and take the default download location. I'll choose Save File. And while that's downloading in the background, the other thing we need to do is we need to install Java. So I'll go and I'll just do a simple Google search, and I'll search on Get Java SE, Get Java Standard Edition. And if I choose the first link here, Java SE Downloads, that'll take me out to Oracle's website where I can download the Java development kit from. So here we are at the Java SE download site. I'm going to scroll this down, and there's multiple different versions of Java. As of this recording, we have a Java 7 release, and we also have a Java 6 release. I'll go ahead and go with Java 6. Everything's been well tested under Java 6. So right now we have Java SE6 Update 31. We can either choose the JDK or the JRE to download. Well, we're learning to program Java. We need the JDK. So I'll click Download next to Java SE6 Update 31 JDK. Well, the site that takes me to, I have to choose to accept the license agreement, and then I have a number of different platforms that I can download for. Again, I'm on a Windows 64-bit system, and so I can choose that as my download. So now I have the option of saving the file, and I've got two things downloading in the background, both the Java JDK as well as Eclipse. I'll pause the video, let these download, and I'll pick it back up once the download's complete. Okay, both files have downloaded. Now we can open them up, unzip the Eclipse file, and install the JDK file. We'll start with the Eclipse file. On my system, these go into the Downloads directory. So let me go ahead and just open the containing folder. There's my Downloads directory. And I also have an extra file here, this sf.zip file. For any of the classes you get from Batky-Howell, you'll have a set of student files or supporting files for your classes. Those will be distributed in a number of ways. Maybe you'll get them as an email, or there'll be a separate download site. But one of the things we always do is we unzip we extract the SF zip, and usually that just goes right to your C drive. But in addition to doing that, we're also going to be extracting the other file, the Eclipse Java file as well. So again, I'll just right-click, choose Extract All, and tell it to put that in the C drive, or just directly to the C drive, and click Extract. That'll take just a little bit because it's such a large download. So again, I'll pause for a little bit, and once that unzip has occurred, we'll pick right back up. Alright, well, that unzip procedure has completed, and now you can see that on my C drive I have an Eclipse directory, and inside of there we have an Eclipse exe. So in class you'll run Eclipse exe to launch your development environment for the course. Before we can do anything like that, though, we need to install the Java JDK. And so here's my JDK installation. That's one of the things that we had downloaded earlier. I'll just simply double click on that JDK, and my system's asking me if I do want to do the installation. Yes, I do. And here we go. Let's walk our way through this. Mostly we just answer yes or next to each of these different screens that comes up. And one of the screens here, when you hit next, it's going to take just a little bit to install. So as usual, we'll pause the video for a second and let that go. Okay, resuming the video here, it did some installation steps, but came up with another one of these dialogues while it's installing the Java runtime environment. Again, I'll just click Next and give it a few more minutes to continue the installation. Okay, so the install has completed. I simply can click on the Finish button, and it'll, I believe, try to launch my browser and ask me to register, which is an optional step. I'll just go ahead and dismiss that register page. And it looks like we're in a good place to finish this setup by going to our environment variables and configuring those. So I'm going to go ahead and just, actually the first thing I'm going to do is just verify that Java got installed. So I'm going to go to my C drive, program files, here's a Java directory. I just installed the JDK 160_31. That was the version I just did. Well, in order to set up our environment variables, we need to go out to our control panel, go to System, go to System again, and then choose Advanced System Settings. This will take you to a System Properties dialog in which you can click on Environment Variables. Well, on the Advanced tab, if you're not already there, click on Advanced and go to Environment Variables. I'm going to create a brand new environment variable under the System Variables, so the lower section here, and I'm going to call it Java_home, all caps. And for the value of that, I'm going to put the install location of Java. Well, I just happened to navigate over to that install location just earlier, so I'm going to just copy that and then go back over to my variable value and paste in C drive program files Java JDK 160_31. The other thing I need to set up is I need to configure the path environment variable. So I'm going to choose the existing path variable, click on Edit, and I've found it to be very handy to go to the beginning of the path and set your Java there. That way, when you run your Java commands, it'll look for those first before it sees anything else. Well, in the environment variables on Windows, we need to separate every entry with a semicolon. And so I'm going to prepend on here %Java_home%\bin, there's that semicolon. %Java home %, that means get whatever values in the Java home variable, put it here, then append the bin directory to it, semicolon, and whatever's already there. And so I inserted just a little extra right here at the beginning of the path. I'll click OK, I'll click OK, and again I'll click on OK. And to see if that truly worked, what I'll do is I'll open up a command prompt under All Programs, Accessories, Command Prompt, and I can type in Java-version, and if it tells me I've got Java version 160 _ in this case 31, we're good. Also do Java C-version, and again it tells me a version number. If I typed in something where maybe I mistype it here, and I get an error, it says it's not recognized as an internal or external command. Well, first of all, make sure you didn't just typo the command. But if that says Java or Java C and you still get this, then go back and check your Java home or your path environment variables. Well, let me just kind of review what we've done. We installed on our systems, on our C drives, Eclipse. We simply unzipped the Eclipse download, and so Eclipse is in place. We also had you install your student files, and that might have a slightly different name depending upon what course you're taking. In this case, the files are gent_nc, and there's a number of directories underneath for each chapter we have. Again, that was just an unzip of a zip file. And finally, we installed Java, and so that lives under Program Files Java. And in my case, I have JDK 1.6. You might have a newer version than that, perhaps even version 1.7. The last thing we did is we configured our environment variables. And the environment variable we set up, two of them. We set the Java home variable, and we also configured the path variable, prepending Java home bin to the beginning of it. Well, that does it. That's all the things we need to do in order to set up our environment for a Batky-Howell Java class, an Intro to Java class. Thank you very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in class.